Isaiah 52:14. Just as there were many who were appalled at him, his appearance was so disfigured beyond that of any human being, and his form marred beyond human likeness. This verse is part of a prophetic passage in Isaiah that introduces the suffering servant, a figure Christians understand to be a foretelling of Jesus Christ. It leads into Isaiah 53, which vividly describes the suffering, rejection, and ultimate purpose of the Messiah's pain and sacrifice. Just as there were many who were appalled at him, indicates the shock and horror people felt upon seeing the servant. The reaction wasn't casual or indifferent. People were deeply disturbed and taken aback. This points to the extent of the suffering and humiliation the servant endured, which was unlike anything expected of someone believed to be sent by God. His appearance was so disfigured beyond that of any human being, emphasizes the brutal physical toll inflicted upon him. The prophecy highlights that the suffering was not only emotional or spiritual, but visibly severe, so much so that he no longer looked human in his form. This foreshadows the physical torment Jesus experienced during his crucifixion, beaten, whipped, and mocked until he was barely recognizable. His form marred beyond human likeness reinforces the depth of his suffering. This wasn't just pain, it was pain with a purpose. The disfigurement symbolized the weight of sin and judgment that he bore on behalf of others. It was part of God's redemptive plan to reconcile humanity to himself through the suffering of his servant. This verse calls believers to reflect on the cost of redemption. Jesus' suffering was real, intense, and purposeful. His willingness to endure such agony out of love for the world reveals both the severity of sin and the depth of God's grace. Comment with the word reverence, that we may always have the deepest respect for Jesus, willing to give his life and to be the suffering servant so we may live. May this verse be with you today as you walk with God. Follow and subscribe as we share a verse each day and break down what God is communicating to us.